Okay, welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. This is part number 46.5. This is a supplemental episode where we are not going to be doing any quests, going anywhere we haven't been before, killing anything we haven't killed before, and all that stuff. So, the purpose of this episode is pretty much just going to be getting ready for the Frozen Wilds. The main number one thing we need before we start the Frozen Wilds is a Stormbird lens, so we can trade for the last piece of blue gleam that we need. But before I really get into it, we're going to go through and check and see where we're at as far as the armors and stuff that we need. So I think we have almost everything we need, except, well, you know, 30,000 shards or so. But we do need a Shellwalker heart for that. We have our Watcher hearts for that one. We have the Strider, we have the Luminous Braiding. We do need another Charger heart. And I have everything written down here, and I'm just going to kind of mark off what I have here already, so I don't have to keep checking, you know, going to the things to check to see what I need. Oh, we have our Luminous Braiding. We already have that armor, so we do need one more Charger heart, but we have our Long Leg heart. We have our Grazer heart. And we need one more Stalker heart. Okay, so we need a Stormbird lens, a Stalker heart, a Shellwalker heart, and a Charger heart. That's not too much. That's not too bad. In the meantime, we can sell our Thunderjaw heart, we can sell our Behemoth heart, we can sell our Ravager heart, we can sell our Glinthawk heart. That's only used for selling anyways. Long Lead we need, Stalker we need. We can get rid of some of our Crystal Braidings. Actually, we can get rid of all of our Crystal Braidings. We don't need any of them. That's good. Charger we need. Lancehorn we can get rid of. Broadhead we can get rid of. We need the Shellwalker. Luminous Braiding I do need. Well, I need 4 of them, but it's a whole thing. Grazer we need. Scrapper we do not need. Watcher we need. And yeah, we do need the Strider, but we don't need that Thunderjaw. We do need this Rockbreaker lens, but we're gonna go trade in our Rockbreaker lens for our Blue Gleam in just a moment here. I'm gonna get rid of some of these metal vessels, some of this chill water, some of this meat. Definitely feel like I don't need 1,000 sparkers. We'll keep that wire. We can get rid of that. There we go. That freed up a lot of space and gave us a lot of shards. So we're going to get this next, but we still need the Shellwalker heart. So we're just going to hold on to our shards for right now. And hopefully during this supplemental episode as well, we will get some we'll just hang on to the Rockbreaker lens for now. We're not going to waste the time. But hopefully, we'll get a decent amount of shards along the way as well. Because we do need to buy all of the armors in order to get 100% completion. Now, all that said, we picked up 2 data points. Glyphs, actually. Since the last supplemental episode, and I didn't read through them because they're pretty damn long, and I didn't feel that that was appropriate for the main series, so we're going to do it now. This is Record of Red Maw 2, and this became available after we finished the Red Maw questline and killed Red Maw. So, we're going to see, I guess it's not that long, but that's fine. We're going to read through this and see what the new information on it is after we completed that questline. Amendment to the Record of Red Maw by inquiring Jandinaman, historian in residence at the Hunter's Lodge. In time, all creatures fall, all legends fade away. Such it was with Red Maw, deadliest of Thunderjaws. In the summer of the 3rd year of the reign of Sun King Avad, Sunhawk Assis received word of a sighting and set out after the beast. Talana, Hawk of the Lodge, went soon after, quickly followed by her thrush, Aloy of the Nora. That's us. Fearing Talana might take Red Maw first and thus supplant him as Sunhawk, Assis resorted to treachery, laying a trap for the Hawk. 9 mercenaries ambushed her, but aided by her thrush, Talana defeated them all. 6 shot, 3 blasted. Hawk and Thrush continued after Red Maw, arriving just as the legendary monster took Sunhawk Assis out of the fight, Lash of the Tail. Working together, the 2 women finally defeated Red Maw in a fight for the ages. Alas, the wounds that Assis sustained were mortal, crushed internal organs, evidence of bowel failure, and he did not live to see Talana take his place as Sunhawk. So ends the record of Red Maw, most murderous of machines. Now, also, I remembered this as I started reading that, but also something that came up where I thought of while I started to read that is that we never looked for Nakoa in Meridian. So we're probably going to do that this episode as well. At least I hope I remember by the time we come back to it. But I'm going to do it later, hopefully. Now this glyph we picked up, it was in Bright Market. I just missed it during the last supplemental episode, but we're here now, we have it, so. The history of Sunfall. After the vanishing of the Radiant Iriv and his cohort in the west, the Radiant Besotted ordered a mighty fortress built atop the Sundom's farthest reach. His luminance chose to build atop the ancient ruins, reasoning the ancients must have seized upon the location for its strategic value. Of the ancients, their works of too smooth gray stone and strangely carved metal were collapsed or built over, and the catacombs sealed off. Only the stone ring, perhaps used for some unknowable ritual, was left in place to serve the garrison as a training ground. Even though its builders and soldiers lived in fear of the land where the sun goes at night, the finished walls of the fortress were mighty and unshakable. His luminance and his high priest, the irrefutable Pashaman, named it Sunfall under the blazing eye of the sun, and by the light it was good. None doubted the Radiant Besotted's prudence, nor denied his lingering hope that his brother might one day be sighted again, but no great threat would come from the west in his lifetime, nor did it come for the next 3 generations, though records show the men of Sunfall fought many bandits and scroungers skulking in the Rust Wash, and a dangerous stampede of behemoths in the Long Burn. In time, Sunfall slipped from common memory until the 6th year of the 11th Sun King's reign, when the Radiant Marzid himself came to inspect it. In the desert heat, his luminance received a vision of an ornate citadel with a dome of metal so polished it would greet the dawn and catch the rays of the sun's last shining at dusk. At once he ordered the dedication of the Sundom's resources to building the structure. After its construction, his luminance took the citadel as his summer palace, bringing with him many members of the Sun Court, nobles, and artisans. In time, Sunfall became a city unto itself, and the source of great works such as Passion of the Tallneck among the dunes, Turning Seasons at Bronze Flash, and Lament for the Cinnabar Sands. The stone training ring was repurposed for shows of pageantry, where young blazons or the Hunter's Lodge Hawks could display the sun's dominance over the machines. Sunfall's prominence in the culture of the Sundom continued for many years until the Sun King Marzid's untimely demise in the citadel he so treasured. For his procession back to the Elite, a line of torches was laid all the way across the Daybreak, so that over the days and nights of his bearing he might always go in light. The departed king's brother, the Radiant Havas, was occupied wholly with renewing the soldiery of the Sundom, and with the old Sun King's passing, so too passed this chapter in Sunfall's history. In the early years of the 13th Sun King Jiran's reign, before the falling of his shadow, a particularly harsh season came upon the Sandwhisper Valley. Upon hearing that the storms could strip the very detailing off armor, he decreed that the strongest among his guards should be trained in the desert here, and named Kestrels. Indeed, Helus, who would become the most infamous among the Kestrels, was one of the first to survive his reforging by sun and sand here. In the 15th year of Sun King Jiran's reign, when the sacrifices in the Sun Ring were judged insufficient to calm the derangement of the machines, he presided over the blooding of the ring at sunfall. A trapped behemoth was driven with spears and spurred over slaves of the Asuram and Utaru. When the beast turned upon the Kestrels, the Sun King stood and declared that the sun, in its great generosity, would accept the sacrifice of faithless and faithful alike. So began a fearful era for Sunfall, of sacrifices unending in its sun ring, and the citadel whispered of as a place where no light shone. Many upstanding citizens of the Sundom were taken inside its doors and disappeared as surely as if they had journeyed to the Forbidden West. In the last days of Sun King Jiran's reign, Sunfall was in the charge of his Kestrels and High Priest, no longer answering to the Sundom as a whole. It was no surprise then that following the liberation of Meridian, Jiran's loyalists sought refuge at Sunfall. As a fortress, it was impregnable, but cut off from the bounteous lands across the Daybrink. It was a city impoverished. So stood the stalemate in the first year of the 14th Sun King, the Radiant Avad, and so stood Sunfall. Once built to protect the Sundom from the shadow of the West, it now sheltered a worse shadow, the false Karja who dwelt within. Okay, so, with that done, Broadhead isn't what we need, Charger is what we need. There's a lot of Broadheads on the way to where I'm going. See if there's any Chargers even remotely close. I think that looks like Broadhead. That's a Strider. Broadhead. Oh, but there is a Shellwalker convoy, and it looks like it's heading this way. And it's not far. We do need a Shellwalker heart, so let's go see if we can take out this. On our way. Really, the most important thing is the Stormbird lens. We can always do another supplemental. I'm going to make sure it actually is. No. Yeah? I can't even tell. It's getting closer as we're running to it. That's the important thing. Okay, I guess it's not moving at all. Maybe it is. I guess it's not moving. But yeah, the Stormbird's definitely the most important, but I do want to get this Shellwalker heart. And all the other hearts that we need, just so we don't have to worry about it after the fact. We could always, like, after we finish the Frozen Wilds, just come back and before we do the final quest, come back and do you know, gather up the hearts and the shards and everything that we need. But we might, I don't know, it's been so long since I played the DLC, I don't know if we're actually going to have enough shards or not when we finish that. I'm going to go with probably not. So we're probably going to have to just find a way to farm shards anyways. Okay, I'd rather not fight these snap maws if I can help it. I could override one of them if I could get close enough, but I think that's going to be a pain in the ass. Oh, here we go. This is a good idea. They'll probably kill this long leg, but I don't care. Oh, yeah, they see me. This isn't ideal. Okay. Shield Beaver. We're not gonna forget. Actually, you know what? Where's my Blast Sling? We found out before that the Blast Sling's actually really good for, Blast Power. Knocking the crates off. Oh! Well, that didn't take long, did it? Oh, the snap maws got involved. Yeah. Oops. At least I saved. At least I had the presence of mind to hit that campfire real quick. Well, that's not a great start to this episode. Oh, and now the convoy's gone. Christ. Okay, well, I'm just checking to see if it's just somewhere else now. Yeah, it's all the way up there. I don't want to go all the way up there right now. Shit. Alright, well, yeah, there is another one over there, but, yeah, we're just gonna have to head to the... I'm looking for some charger sites at the moment, just kind of while I'm looking at stuff. I do need stalkers too, so we're gonna have to head down in that area as well. And it's probably okay. Well, there's a couple charger sites all the way up there. Oh, okay. We can head up in that direction, anyways. Yeah. For now, we're gonna go for that Stormbird site. It's not super close, but... Oh, you know what? I have a better idea. There's another Stormbird site down here, and there's stalkers along the way. And we do need... at least one, I think maybe even two. Stalker. No, I do have one stalker. So I needed a second stalker heart. So yeah, we'll just head to the... we'll head down this way. And then we're going to save at every opportunity along the way as well. Just in case. I guess it's a good time to throw out the fact that I actually haven't recorded in like almost a week at this point, honestly. There's been a lot going on. Mr. Kitty is why had to go to the vet, and that was his first vet visit since I, you know, picked him up, and that was a whole thing. I've been trying to plan something for our anniversary. I adopted him almost, as of this recording, I adopted him almost exactly a year ago, so I'm trying to think of something special to do for him. Birds. I recorded an excellent video of him, like, the vet that, wait, are you Chargers? Yeah. But the vet that, my parents always went to, they, I decided to take my cat to the same place, and I remembered that they have, these, like, catnip mice toys that I've actually never seen anywhere else. I've never seen them in like normal ass stores. I don't know where they get them from, but they're only like $1.50. But my parents' cats always went nuts for them, and that was like my parents always bought them for them just as like a special treat for like, sorry you had to go to the doctor or whatever, you know, that kind of thing. And so I picked one up for Y as well. And he went ape shit with it. And I wish I had started filming it before. Like, I wish I'd thought to start filming it before I actually did. But he's throwing it all over the place. And, like, he's going ape shit with it. He's having the time of his life. He, like, completely forgot that he was even, you know, upset about being at the vet. Like, really not even 20 minutes before. And he was just loving it. He's so cute. He's having such a good time. I have the video too. I'm not going to edit it in. I don't know. I named this channel Lapcat Gaming just because he does sit in my lap a lot while I'm playing games. And, you know, naming a YouTube channel in 2021 is actually kind of fucking difficult because, you know, basically they're all taken at this point. Oh, that was an embarrassing miss. I'm going to switch to my Shield Weaver real quick here. Sometimes their heads are a little hard to see. Just because of their, like, outfits, like, what the clothes that they're wearing. Okay. And I'm sorry about constantly switching armors and stuff. I know it can't be fun to watch, but unfortunately... ooh, health potion. Unfortunately, it kind of needs to happen. But anyways, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna... I have, like, a separate YouTube channel that's just, like, my personal, like, you know, Gmail account or whatever, that I do upload those videos to, just to share with, like, my family and friends and stuff. Razors. But, I don't think I'm gonna do much with this, unless, you know...
Scrappers, looking for metal.
That seems to be the play for looking for hearts, is don't kill stuff. Oh, shit. Don't even kill stuff, just wander around until you find the corpses of the things that you need, and then just pull that off. And then just loot the things that you need from things that are already dead. I need to go save before I fucking lose this. Die to these scrappers or whatever, and then lose the Shellwalker heart I just picked up. But yeah, and ultimately, at the moment, kind of my thinking on it is like, you know, again, as of this recording, literally no one's watching any of these videos anyways, and I don't really want to go through the effort. Oh, there's chargers down here next to the Stormbird. Awesome. I don't see any of the stalkers in this area. They're supposed to be here, but I don't see them at all. But yeah, I don't want to go through the effort of, you know, downloading the videos from my other YouTube channel and then editing them in and, you know, going through the whole dealio. All that extra effort for, like, literally no one's watching. And it, like, makes no difference whatsoever. Oh, that didn't... What? It killed it last time. Hold on. All the other ones died from the single. Alright, well, I'd never be able to hit that tree if I tried. There it is. Alright, well, it doesn't see me anymore.
I'll find a use for you.
Alright, well, I don't know what the difference there was, but it's whatever, I guess. Alright, here's the Stormbird who sees me. I was looking for him anyways. Now, again, he has the armor plating over his weak point. So the hope is to just rip it off. But I keep missing it right now. And, oh, there we go. Now, we haven't fought this specific storm. Here we go. And this is some good open areas. This is... This is where I want to fight him, honestly. There's less cover and everything. But that's okay. And there's less shit in the way, basically. Alright, he's gonna drop down on us. There it is. Oops. Oh, the charger. Oh, run away. No, no, no. Don't fly. Don't fly. Let me freeze you first. Okay, dodge that one. That should do it. Nope. Dodge that one too. Now, the charger's still around, and he's about to come at me. Fucking up. Damn it. The charger really fucked me up there. Oh, he still is, too. Ah, damn it. That wasn't for you. Quit it. Alright, well, he's dead now. No, he's not. That was a different corpse. Would you just... Alright, hold on. Weapons. Here we go. Our lodge. Put our lodge warbow to use here. There's another. Okay, well, there was 2 chargers. That makes sense. Come get me, charger. Okay, well, that was a fire wire. Which isn't what I wanted. But he's dead. Alright, I think he's gonna try to drop down on us again. Good, the chargers are dead, so we can focus on just this Stormbird. God, these things are scary. I lost a couple seconds of firing arrows at this frozen bastard because my phone alarm is going off. It's my emergency phone alarm, and just in case something happens and I sleep in a ridiculous amount. There. We've gotten pretty decent at taking out Stormbirds. I won't say we're amazing at it. And we didn't get the lens that we needed. I wouldn't say we're getting amazing at it. But we're doing okay. Now, where'd that other charger go? Because we do still need a charger heart as well. I thought... I mean, is he under the Stormbird? Doesn't look like it. Alright, well, he's gone. Alright, we do need a stalker, so we'll just head in that direction for now. But yeah, we're getting pretty decent at taking out Stormbirds. Give this a quick save, because we did just kill a storm. I mean, we got like 2/3 of a level right there, too. Which is pretty nice. Depending on how long it takes to actually get the pieces we need, we might even get a few levels before we head into the Frozen Wilds.
Can't be too prepared.
Alright. Real quick. Shield Weaver. Oh. And honestly, I'm being pretty reckless with this hugger. Yeah. There's that. Needlessly reckless, I would argue. Nice. Good job, Watcher. Again, like, if I was doing, like, oh, I'm doing a challenge where I'm gonna get machines to kill each other, I never would have been able to pull that off. But... Fireball. Shit. I feel like if there was another stalker here, he would have already seen and attacked us. At least we have our Shellwalker heart. We already went to that one, but didn't see one, but it's okay. I'm gonna get this campfire to turn green. Switch back to my stealth armor. I do feel like... I don't know if it's actually a thing or not, but I feel like on PC... the PC version of this game, which does exist, if you prefer to play on PC, it's an option. But I feel like on PC there'd be a way, like a way to like set keybinds to like auto swap between armors. Just like, you know, use like Alt plus G to switch to your Shield Weaver, and like, you know, Alt F to switch to your stealth armor or something. I don't know that that's a thing, but I feel like it should be. And I also feel like there isn't enough buttons on the PlayStation controller to utilize that, have that, but I don't know, I could be wrong. Okay, well, I just don't see the damn thing. I know those stalkers exist. And that looks like a charger site as well, so we'll head to that first. We're gonna have to swing around this thing, I think. Yeah. Run past some long legs, probably. I think those are the scrappers. They're just going off for that. Shellwalker corpse. There's another charger site in front of me. Oh, that's the one we already did. Yeah, okay. We'll just mark that one up again. These could be bandits. Yeah, they are. Missed. 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 I need to not go a week without recording. I need to not do that anymore. Yeah. It's kind of a problem. That is why I only upload 3 videos a week, though. So I can be a couple months ahead, and I don't have to worry. I can record when I want to, basically. I don't have, like, basically I set it up so I never am going to feel like I have to record right now because of, you know, if I don't, then I'm not going to have anything to upload when I'm supposed to. The whole point of, you know, it's just like, oh, okay, well, you know, I can just wait until I feel like it. Like, another thing, even just something else that came up that prevented me from recording for a couple of days was I finally convinced my friend to play Stardew Valley with me. And so we've been playing Stardew Valley a bit, and that's been taking up the time that I would normally record in. And that's fine. You know, I love Stardew Valley. Again, I'm not going to make videos in it because it's not an interesting game to watch, I don't think. Especially in the format that I typically record in. But man, I am just slaughtering chargers and getting no hearts. Which is fine, I guess. It's not like I'm in a huge rush.
That's coming with me.
I have 4 lenses and no hearts, so that's awesome. Alright, well, probably by the time I go over here and kill these stalkers and come back, you should be respawned, I guess. I actually don't entirely know how that works, but I mean, it's all, you know, as far as like, oh, I'm not getting the stuff I need. It's like, yeah, but I'm getting other stuff I can sell. And I need the shards, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay, so where'd the other one go? I feel like I heard him. There he is. Found him. Come here, buddy. Oh, I didn't take out... I thought I already took out his ranged attack. Whoops. I just wanted to walk into my blast wire. There, come here. Well, don't run away. Fine, I'll just pick it back up. Oops. I'm not gonna get to him before he gets up anyway, so might as well just loot. Oh, I thought for sure that was gonna kill him. There we go. Oh, there's a third one. Didn't know that. I don't know why I haven't switched over yet. I guess I didn't really need to. Okay. You know, I want to get that campfire too. Alright, well, let's head to this charger site. And then there will be another stalker site on the way to the campfire to hopefully get the stalker heart that we need. And I don't care at the moment about setting off the stalker things, because all the stalkers are dead anyways, so just run past them. Set them off, who cares? Some grazers, I think. Oh, lance horns. And if there is more stalkers around, then great. We'll fight and kill them too. But yeah, you know, like I say, the whole point, and I've talked about this before in other supplemental episodes, but the whole point of this is to have fun, you know, and like this is... Okay, here's some more bandits, and they're fighting something that can freeze them. Glint Hawks. I'm just gonna run past this whole situation. Oh, I ain't doing Glint Hawks anymore. But yeah, the whole point of this is for me to, you know, I watch, you know, at least I used to watch a lot of Let's Plays on YouTube, and some things happened, and now I don't watch those Let's Plays anymore. Okay, I don't need sawtooths, so I'm just gonna override this one. But I'm not watching those Let's Play channels anymore for various reasons, and this is kind of my replacement for that. Now, instead of watching Let's Plays, I'm making them. And honestly, it's just as much fun for me. Hey, we got our charger heart.
Cheap.
Okay, cool. Let's go kill these stalkers. That only took 15 charger kills, but that's okay. We'll take out whatever stalkers are over here, and if we get... Oh, hold on. I should... Real quick, I'm going to mark off that I have my charger hearts and my shellwalker hearts. Charger, where is it? There it is. Okay, so we're really only missing at the moment a Stormbird lens for sure. Yeah, just a stalker hearts. That's all we really need. Excellent. Now, if we get lucky here and get the Stalker Heart that we need from one of these. What are you? Scrapper? Okay. Well, how about this? We'll just override the Scrapper. I don't think it's gonna help all that much, but it will be a distraction and certainly die against the Stalkers anyways, so. For a Stalker site, there sure is a lot of Scrappers. I don't think there's Stalkers here. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I feel like there must be like a random chance that the Stalkers are replaced by Scrappers that are just there to loot, like a randomly destroyed like a random destroyed machine. I feel like that's a thing. I don't know for a fact that that's a thing. But just based on me looking for Stalkers, and that seemingly having happened a couple of times now. But yeah, you know, like I was saying, it's just meant, this is just meant to be like a replacement for watching Let's Plays for me, and that's good enough. And it's honestly, it's pretty fun. I recommend, it's relatively easy. I would recommend getting a halfway decent microphone to plug into your computer and then record off of your computer. The recording software I use is Audacity. It's open source, it's free, it's pretty damn good as far as I can tell. At least I don't really have any complaints with it at this point. If you forced me to come up with a complaint, I would say that it's difficult to learn how to use with no experience. You know, not having any prior experience or knowledge in like audio recording or like doing any of this kind of stuff. Like, it's kind of, I wouldn't even necessarily say difficult. Oh, okay. I wouldn't even necessarily say difficult to learn. There's just a lot of shit involved in it, and there's just a lot of shit to learn, and it just takes time, that's all. But it's not... It's not, you know, it's the kind of thing where, like, you Google, like, how do I do this in Audacity, and then it tells you, like, because, like, 8 million other people are recording podcasts or Let's Plays or whatever, and all Googling the same thing. Google's like, yeah, I know the answer to this. from the other, like, 8 million people that looked this up before you did, you know? Now, there is another stalker here as well. I saw him a second ago.
Keep quiet now.
There he is. Oh, I think that did remove his stealth gen. So if you're interested, and also like the PS4 and Xbox One have recording capabilities just built into the damn systems, you know. So if you want to, you know, you don't even need to invest in an external capture card. Though I will say, if you're recording on PlayStation, I would recommend not using the PlayStation's one, because it's kind of, you know, if you've been watching this series up until this point, you'll have seen that, like, oh yeah, like, it cuts out 2 seconds of footage, like, 10 or 15 times per hour. And, it's kind of a pain in the ass to work around when it comes to, like, editing and stuff, so, you know. Especially, but then, you know, after that, you need, like, editing software. Which you're going to have to spend a little bit of money on. The most commonly used stuff is like probably around $100 US. I picked something up much cheaper. Scrappers. I picked up something much cheaper. It's probably not as good, but for what I'm using it for, it's fine. So, I mean, and then you need an external hard drive. And I bought a 2 terabyte external hard drive for $65 or something. And then I bought this microphone that I'm recording off of for around the same amount as the hard drive cost, so that was around like $65 as well. And then I spent $30 on the recording software, or the editing software. And that's it, you know. And, like, I also had the laptop that I'm using to record and edit on, so, I mean, that's something as well, but, you know, that's an amount of money that I didn't need to spend. But if you already have the computer, then you're looking at less than $200 to get started on recording, which is not bad. But yeah, you know, and if you want to go through and get your, hopefully these stalkers respawn. But if you want to, I'm going to switch to my, there we go. But if you want to,
Fight.
Okay. Shock. If you want to record... Ow. Got stuck on that tree. Come on. Trees. Oh, there's something else here. Alright. If you want to record, oh, I'm about to go into that mine. Okay. But yeah, you know, if you're, well, if you have the money and you want to spend it, you know, the external capture devices are like $60, or not 60, sorry, like probably around like 200. So that's going to run you a bit more. Plus, it's another, you know, additional part of your, like, setup and all that stuff that, you know, probably going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. Now, that said, you're going to get better, didn't I kill a third stalker over here? Yeah, I leveled up though. And that means I have another skill point, so I can get this. Pick up my blast wires. Oh, nope, there it is. But, you know, and you won't be limited by the limitations of the Xbox, PlayStation. Like, you can only record for it. Hey, our stalker heart. Excellent. Okay, now we just need a Stormbird lens. So that Stormbird's probably going to be the easiest to get to from where we're at. But anyways, yeah, so, you know, you're not going to be limited on how long you can record for. You'll probably still want to limit your recordings in length. And so if you're doing long parts, like with this one, I had to, just a minute ago at the campfire that we got to right before we came over to these stalkers, I stopped, ended the recording. Excuse me. You know, it started a new one, and I had to resync the audio and all that stuff. And when I edit this, it's going to be an extra layer of like, okay, and then I got to go through and resync and, you know, cut out the part where I was syncing it. And, you know, there's going to be additional, you know, work going into it and all that stuff. But even if you do have the external capture device, you're going to have to do that, just not as frequently, you know, like, I have to look at my audio recording duration and you know, use that to determine how long I've been going and when to end each recording and all that stuff. And, like, you know, if I had an external capture device, that wouldn't be a problem, where I could go an hour and 20 minutes without really having to think about it, right? Like, it would just be like, oh, if I'm going for, you know, 5 hours, then yeah, I'm gonna have to stop the recording every once in a while, and just to make sure I don't lose the footage or whatever. And there's almost certainly additional problems that come with the extra recordings like that, or, you know, using the external capture device, just based on, like, you know, watching other Let's Play channels where, like, they have technical difficulties on occasion. And it's like, okay, well, now we have to... Okay, these guys are not dying from that for some reason. I don't know why. The other chargers did. Alright, outfits, shield.
That'll help.
Ow. Oh, I got another charger trying to hit me. Oh, I'm swimming, I think. Yep. Damn it. Tried dodging into a rock. That didn't go well. Yeah. I wasn't sure where he was, and I started to think, you know, he might be about to jump on me, and then he did. So that was great. Just keep pummeling him with arrows. He kind of landed on the tripwire that I had laid for one of the chargers. Which is convenient. Not something we can really rely on. Alright, let's see if we can freeze him with arrows now. It looks like it'll work. It's just taking a lot. And it might be because I might not have freeze mods on that bow. All the way? I don't remember. It's, again, it's been a minute. Alrighty. Shards, corruption, freeze, damage, Stormbird lens. Alright. That's everything I needed there. I think that's everything I needed for this entire part. Alrighty. Let's... oops. Got our stealth armor back on. We'll loot up the chargers that we killed, that we can find anyways. I'm gonna come over here and save real quick, just to make sure. I definitely don't want to lose that Stormbird lens and then have to kill another 10 of them because I couldn't, you know, RNG fuck me. So, we have everything we need. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm gonna have to get up and get my notebook. So I can start marking everything off once I get to Meridian. But when I stopped this the first recording and started the second one that I'm currently on, I got up and got a drink and stretched and moved around a bit, because it's a good thing to do. You can't, you know, you can't just sit in one spot unmoving for hours and hours and hours at a time. You do got to get up and get the blood flowing a little bit. I'm not saying you got to start doing jumping jacks or anything, but you know, at least get up and walk around and pee and something to drink and all that stuff. But when I did that, I set my notebook down, and now it's out of reach. So that's gonna be a little bit of a thing, but that's okay. And yeah, we didn't use too many resources on this. I can't think of anything else I even need to do other than just farm shards, but maybe we'll do a little bit of that. Maybe we'll go kill some Thunderjaws or something. I know we're a spot where there's two Thunderjaws. We've seen them before in the main series and in supplementals, but maybe we'll go override a Thunderjaw and watch a Thunderjaw brawl. But other than that, we're gonna head into Meridian and buy things and get set up, and then kind of the problem I'm looking at right here, right now, is that I don't have enough time to, because the next part we're going to record is going to be the start of the Frozen Wilds, and I don't have time to get into that right now, unfortunately, so I don't want to start doing that and then not have time to even do an entire, you know, first part of it. But I also don't want to stop playing because I haven't played in a while, and I'm really enjoying myself right now. So we'll head into Meridian here. We're on the lift, the elevator, as it should be called, because this is America. It's technically descending, but still America, where it's an elevator. Yeah, and we'll do some trading and buying and selling and that, and then see if we can find Nakoa. She said she'd be in here helping people, and I feel like if she was doing that, she would probably be in the ring thing area. I don't remember specifically what it was called, but I feel like she'd be in there. So we'll take a look and see if she is in there. That's the metal flower guy.
No, on colorful discussions.
Okay. That's our rock breaker one, and that's our stormbird one. Excellent. We've already bought all this other stuff. Yeah. So we need our long leg stalker, don't need the braiding, charger, shellwalker, strider, watcher, grazer. Oh wait, I think we do need, I don't know. Well, we don't need that or that. We don't need any of the lenses. Some of this is just straight vendor trash anyways. Sell a couple of the flowers that we picked up. Okay. Alrighty. So we have our blue gleam boxes. We can go through and open all of our treasure boxes. Nothing too crazy, but it'll be useful. I got turned around a bit. I don't know. Okay. I ran past the guy that I needed. He's right over here. It's a big city. Okay. Modifications. $43. Okay. Yeah. We got quite a few tear coils. Feel like I probably don't need this many of them. Definitely don't need this many fire coils, especially because we really don't use them that much. We'll save a couple of the freeze ones. Definitely don't need anywhere near this many shock coils. Or corruption. I wish we had more and better handling ones, but that's okay. We don't need the resist range. Resist fire, we only need 2 of. Resist freeze, we only need 2 of. Resist shock, we only need 2 of. And then we have the corruption, resist, and stealth. Okay. We're not selling any of our weapons or outfits, so buy. We already have all the weapons. Okay. Now we have that. Now we could get this survivor heavy. Okay, and we do have all the pieces that we need for everything. But it would leave us with 134 shards. And we really don't have much else to sell. So instead, let's get something cheaper. Yeah. And then we can come over here and sell this. Yeah, and then we still have over 1,000 shards. So, but we still need... that's 8,500. That's 12,500. Plus basically another 4,000. So that's 16,000. That's 20,000. That's 24,000. So we still need around 24,000 shards to get everything. And then... That's melee, so we'll modify... And we'll throw melee resist in there. And this... we're not going to use it. Steals its wearer against blinding and sonic effects, but I mean, we don't come across those things very frequently, so I'm not even worried about it. I'm not even going to modify that. I'm just going to leave it be. Okay, let's check. Where are we? Okay. Let's see if we can find Nakoa. Now, if she's not in the place that I think she is, I'm going to look up online. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to go get my...
Prince Edaman is alive and well in the shadow.
My paper.
Come take a look. I'll give you
So,
the price.
we have the Stalwart purchased, and then the melee resist one purchased. Okay. So, we do still need, like I said, more than like 20,000 shards, but let's go see if we can find Nakoa where I think she might be. And if she's not here, I'm just going to look it up online and see if she's even in Meridian at all, because this place is fairly big. Excuse me. This place is fairly big. And I don't want to waste too much time looking for her. I've never been here. Oh, I didn't know this. Okay. Well, that's good to know, I suppose. These seem to be some sort of memorials.
Only because no men were left in her house to do the job.
Okay. Well, she doesn't seem to be here. So I'm going to pull out my phone here. Okay. Well, it doesn't say anything about her being in Meridian, so I guess we were wrong about that. But hey, at least we checked. Now, said I got some time to kill. So there's 2 Thunderjaws at this specific Thunderjaw site. And I'm going to go up there, override one of them, and watch a fucking badass robot fight, because that's just something that I want to do before I move on with my day and go do all the other things I need to do today. And I do apologize. I when I had to go get my notebook, I had to move my microphone and stuff, and I should be able to cut it out, but just in case I have to leave it in for whatever reason, then I do apologize for that, because, you know, I know it doesn't sound great, but you know, that's just something I wanted to do and make sure that you know, we had everything marked off in my notebook, because the last thing I want to do is get halfway through the Frozen Wilds and then look at my notebook, because I'll be using it again for the Frozen Wilds, I'm sure. And be like, oh, I missed this stuff, and then I didn't. You know what I mean? Do need to mark off a couple of things, because I did write down, whoops, in my notebook, damn it, that, I needed all those lenses for the blue gleam stuff, but I have them now.
How dangerous can it be? It's in the opposite direction of the
So I just went through and crossed all them off. While we're running to the Thunderjaw site. Now I'm trying to put the cap back on one-handed so I don't stop running, and I just marked myself all over with the pen all over my hand. So that'll be on me the rest of the day. But we're good. We don't need to farm anything else other than just flat out shards. I've done some reading on the internet. You know, I just kind of Googled farming shards in this game. And, you know, people gave some ideas. Each of those Stormbird kills, you know, they gave like 150 shards, plus 3 purple modifications that we could sell for 50 shards each, plus some other stuff that we could sell. So like a Stormbird kill, and honestly probably a Thunderjaw kill, and you know, any of the other big, like, end game machines, are probably going to give somewhere in the neighborhood of 400 shards apiece, which is not a lot. Other people suggested, like, going to the first hunting grounds in the Nora lands, and, you know, because you can reset those machines very easily and just go through and kill them all, you know, quickly.
That was worth it.
Okay, I'm not fighting Glint Hawks. I'm just not doing it right now. But you know, you can kill all the things in there real quick and then reset the trial and, you know, use that to farm shards and yeah, I guess we can go ahead and just head up this ravine here. Whoops. You know, people had other ideas and stuff as well. I don't know how I'm going to go about it specifically. You know, even some people suggested going to the very Thunderjaws, you know, doing what we're going to be doing here in just a second. You know, overriding a Thunderjaw, helping it kill the other one, and then, you know, running to a certain spot where that resets them, and then they respawn, and then you can just go do it again, and all that. And then there's, you know, a merchant not too far away from that site, up here in this town. I don't know. Obviously, any just going out of our way specifically to farm shards is going to be in a supplemental episode like this one. Definitely not going to be a part of the main series, because that's not what the main series is really about. But at the same time, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I want to go about it specifically. Yeah, we do need to head up through there. I just don't want these striders to attack me when I'm trying to swim out of this river. Oh, I guess it's not even that deep at this point. Oh well. But yeah, I also don't want it to be incredibly boring. Like, I recognize that, you know, these supplemental episodes are kind of boring anyways, but at least, like, stuff happens, you know? Like, at least, like, in the last one, like, I was losing my goddamn mind about the fucking, you know, snap maws killing me and all that stuff. And even when I went back and edited it, it was still kind of like, well, at least, you know, from my perspective at least, like, it wasn't terrible to watch. That may have been for you, but I at least personally found a little bit of entertainment with it. Even though it is difficult to listen to my own voice, you know, I could definitely feel that frustration, especially because I was several days removed. Alright. So, I need to override one of these. Thunderjaws. I don't know that either of them are going to come close to this bush. Hopefully I can lure call him over without him spotting me. I know he has an ability that allows him to see me in the tall grass. Yeah. I don't know why he wandered off that way. Well, we're gonna have to try this the hard way, I suppose. I think this one's the play. I think this one's the one that we should go for. Oh, this one does have grass underneath it. Okay, cool. Maybe this one's definitely better then. As he does walk past this point, so I just gotta wait for him to get close. There we go. Now this is going to be an excellent robot fight. Now, adding all the lance horns in that are going to be against my Thunderjaw, he might actually lose this fight, which would honestly be fine, really. I wouldn't have a problem with that. Man, he's getting fucked up. I thought he'd do better than this. Usually they're better. Usually when you override them, they're, you know, in a 1v1, like, they're like a guaranteed win, just about, against the same machine. There he goes. He barely did anything. Well, I'm fine with that. So, we'll do this. Resist freeze. Ooh, we got a good handling coil out of that as well. Good. Okay. We got our shield weaver on. So he's... Oh, no, we don't. I bought outfits, so now my shield weaver's in a different spot. Okay. That was almost like a giant mistake that would have cost me quite a bit. Oh, just gonna work on freezing him. He's frozen, and then we can just go apeshit on. Damaging it. And I mean 120 per hit with being able to rapid fire like machine gun him down. It's pretty awesome. Especially when we haven't even really gotten hit yet. Heck, maybe he hit us once, but I mean, just like the last time we fought a Thunderjaw one-on-one. Yeah. We utilized the terrain to our advantage pretty well. Okay. That was pretty easy. That's okay. And some other stuff died around here as well. These Lancehorns died. They're giving us some resources, but not much. Alright, well that went pretty well. There doesn't really seem to be... There's a data point in this pool that we picked up in a different supplemental. But, okay, so... That's that. And we got, you know... Well, it was like 400 shards plus... I think that's going to be the play for farming. But we got about 400 shards plus 6 mods to sell, you know, plus some other stuff we could sell but probably won't. Just, you know, basic resources we'll hold on to for short term. But, yeah, it didn't cost us any berries, it didn't cost us any potions. That went pretty well. There's another one in the distance. We're not going to kill that one, most likely. So, we'll head back to Meridian. Excuse me. We'll head back to Meridian. We'll sell off the things that we just picked up that we could definitely sell off without any issues. And we'll end off where we started this supplemental episode. So when in the next main part, episode 47, we can hop straight into the Frozen Wilds DLC.
Snapmaw carcasses everywhere. No wonder the Glinthawks were drawn here.
And there's a quest guy that will give us the quest to start the DLC right near Meridian. And then we'll have to travel to Ban-Ur itself, which is north of the Norlands. So that'll take a little bit of time in that. But yeah, we'll get started on the Frozen Wilds DLC. So if you've watched, I'm about an hour and 30 minutes on my audio recording right now. And if you've watched this whole series all the way through, including all the supplementals, including this supplemental, you've watched me die maybe 20 to 30 times, somewhere in there. Maybe more. Maybe I'm not remembering things all too well, but I feel like I really didn't die too much in the beginning. And I feel like I really didn't die too much outside of just like a couple of certain things. Like, I think I died 6 or 7 times on that one corrupted zone that's way up north near Maker's End, right before we did Maker's End. But, you know, I still did die a couple of times here and there, like all throughout. And, you know, all that. It does happen. So, yeah, maybe 20 to 30 is about right. Who knows? But, the Frozen Wilds, man, I've played it before. It's been a minute since the last time I played it. But I remember it being fucking hard. And this is ultra hard. I don't have all the armors. You know, I don't even have the fire or frost resist armor. Shield Weaver should get me by, but it's still gonna be a whole thing. It's gonna be really tough. And yeah, realistically, I'm probably gonna die more in the Frozen Wilds than the base game, like by quite a bit too, and it's much shorter. So let's take a look. 96.22. We gained a little bit of game completion because we picked up the shadow outfits. Statistics, here we go. Now we're 55 hours in. Oh, we don't have all the training dummies. Shit. Okay, well. Alright. Yeah. Alright, well, I need to look up fucking training dummies. I completely forgot about that. I have 15 of them. I don't know how many there are. There's 23. So we're missing 8. Okay. So we got the ones there. Mother's Heart has 2, so I'm probably missing those. Mother's Watch. I got those. I got the 2 at Mother's Watch. Mother's Cradle. I don't have those. I never went to that town. Mother's Rise. I think I got those, but I'd have to double check. Nora Hunting Grounds, I did get those. I think, anyways. Devil's Thirst Camp, I probably didn't get those. Mother's Crown, I did get those. Hunter's Gathering. I think I got them. 2 Teeth, I don't think I got those. Yeah. I'm not gonna do it now. We'll get him another time. I am gonna do it now. I have to. I don't think I can't. I wouldn't. No, I have to, because we're doing all the achievements. So trophies, whatever they are. I looked at my trophy list before. I think like after I recorded the last part to see where I was at, and I have everything other than the training dummies and the story related things. Maybe after I end this recording and start the next one, I'll go check. Just to double check and make sure. But I've done... excuse me. I've done... pretty much all of the trophies except for like the story-based thing. that I haven't finished yet. I'm pretty sure. And the training dummies, obviously. But the most of the trophies are just story based, right? Where you know, complete like this main quest or whatever and you get the trophy, right? But there's also several that are like, kill this many enemies with strike from above, kill this many enemies while they're burning, you know, that kind of thing. And I got all of those things, and you didn't see the trophy notifications because when you record on PlayStation, it doesn't show any notifications whatsoever. And so, and if you are recording and a notification pops up, it just doesn't record that part. It just cuts out the 2 seconds or whatever that notification is up. And so I had to disable those notifications in order to not have that happen even more frequently than it already is. So you just, throughout this, you just didn't see any trophies being obtained. But it did happen. So, and that Stormbird is there, so I'm going to go up the safe way. But, you know, we are getting all of the trophies throughout this. It is happening. I mean, so one thing the PlayStation does is it automatically takes a screenshot when you get a trophy. So I could go pull all those screenshots off and edit them in or something to like the final part. Maybe make like a montage or something. I don't know. But I'm probably not going to do it because I don't think anyone cares that much. But I can... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do about it. I guess you'll just have to trust me. I mean, you can look at the trophy list and then go through and see where I got each individual trophy. You know what I mean? Like, if you really wanted to, you could say, well, you know, here's the 3rd enemy that he killed with burning damage or whatever. And that would be, you know, where the trophy would have popped or whatever. But I don't think anyone's going to care to do that. And quite frankly, I wouldn't expect anyone to care to do that because I certainly don't. I don't even feel like going through and getting all the screenshots, honestly. Like I said, I could. I mean, even just pulling the screenshots isn't a big deal. It's just editing them in and like doing it in a way that makes any sense whatsoever. I'd have to find a way to like get... I guess I could just like... I don't know. I don't know. I'll think about it. I make no promises. I make no guarantees that I actually am going to do anything with it in any way whatsoever. Actually, I think I might have gotten these. I might have found these when I came through. The training dummies at this location in particular, anyways. So I think they were up top here, weren't they? They should still be standing. But then when you go attack them... Oh no. I think maybe I didn't have that. Well, here, we can find out. Notebook, statistics. 16. Did I have 15 before? I think so. I swear it said there was 2 of them here.
The goddess is
Maybe I
chosen.
got... okay. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to end this recording because I need to soon anyways. Check my trophy list. Bring up the list of where all the grazer dummies are elsewhere and come back to this. So, save. I'm going to end this recording. I'll be back and to like 2 seconds. Okay, and I'm back. Couple minutes for me. Shouldn't have been any time at all for you. So yeah, that was one that we didn't have before, so I'm going to run through here. I checked my trophies. We're only missing the target dummies and the final quest for the base game. And luckily, PlayStation does sort the trophies out in a way that makes quite a bit of sense. So we're good there. I'm just going to go double check because I thought there might have been 2 of them here. I really didn't need to save because I just did, but whatever. Yeah, so I'm just checking. Make sure. Looks like we're good here. If there is another one here, it's probably out over in this area somewhere. And I have a nice little map up that I found on the internet. It's super low resolution, but I zoomed in on it. And it doesn't tell you specifically how many are in each location, but it's whatever. I'm going to not fall off of this like I did a couple of times in this series. And then we're just going to head down and go to the next place. And the next place that has them is this location, Hunter's Gathering. We'll see if we can kind of... Yeah, we can get down here without hurting ourselves too much, probably. A little bit of a shortcut. So we're at 16 of 23, which means we need 8 more. So maybe we did already have that one. I don't know. I guess they like respawn and reset themselves. I do know there's a couple that I know for a fact that I've already gotten and that we're good on. Just
Scrabbling a bit.
whoop. Okay. Like there's several where we first started the game as adult Aloy, where Rust and Aloy lived prior to the, you know, shit going down in this game. I know I have all of those and stuff, so yeah. Okay, here's this one. That looked like one that we didn't have before.
Not a real hunter until you bag
Another one up here. I think it was just the 2.
Traitorous Oseram will just conveniently move.
And we'll check our notebook. I lost track of where it's supposed to be. Okay, yeah, we're at 18. So we need 5 more. So I guess we didn't have the one that was up there. Okay, and then the next location that has any is Mother's Crown. These I'm like 99% confident that I did get before. I'm pretty confident we got them when we went back and did that side quest in there. Like, I don't remember exactly, but a few parts ago. Probably several parts ago, but I'm pretty sure we got them. But we're going to check it anyways. It's on the way to where we need to go, so it's kind of whatever. But we're going to hit every location and knock them down anyways, just to make sure. and I have about an hour left. I have about an hour left to record before I need to head off and be an adult and handle my responsibilities of being an adult and having a life outside of video games. So that should be plenty of time to go get everything here and then head back to yeah, okay. So if we already have them, we can just walk into them and they'll fall over. Okay. Next location is at Devil's Thirst Camp here. I guess we should just go the safe way because I don't want to burn off all my berries and potions just for trying to take shortcuts and stuff. I'm pretty confident I didn't get these at this bandit camp. Maybe I did, and I just don't remember because it's been so long. I think now I'm somewhere in the neighborhood of a month of recording this game.
Ugh, gonna have to run my boots dry.
Now, obviously, it's taking way longer for all the parts to come out. I think the first one went up in, like, the second week of January. And I already have, you know, the last non-supplemental part, 46, is scheduled for, like, the end of April. So, you know, taking me like a month to record, but then several months to actually come out. Okay, and I don't remember, it's been like 4 years since I've done this trophy, and I just don't remember where these things are. I could have, and probably in retrospect, there we go, should have looked up the pictures of the specific locations instead of just like a low-res map with the, you know. But that's 19, so I have 4 left, and there's, okay, I think that's all of them that are here. So the next one is going to be in Mother's Rise. Ooh, okay, I landed in the water, so that's good. Excuse me, fish. Thank you. So yeah, you know, somewhere around a month, and that's, you know, that's, you know, part of, you know, again, being an adult with responsibilities and a life and everything, where I just, like, it takes me a month to play a video game, and honestly, by the time I finish recording Frozen Wilds and finishing everything up and actually wrapping this up, it's probably going to be closer to 6 weeks, and it just takes that long to play a video game all the way through, because I have to go to work, and then, you know, my friend needs help with something, and so I take several hours out of my, you know, limited amount of free time to go help that friend with whatever they needed, and, you know, this is why he has to go to the vet, right, and, you know, get his vaccinations, and just, like, a quick checkup, and, you know, I have to go grocery shopping, and, you know, I have to do, you know, all the different things in life that require my attention. You know, and, like, cool, today you know, I had a couple of hours to kill to do this, and that was fine, but, you know, great,
The goddess
even.
hasn't abandoned us. She sent us the
Where, okay, yeah, I can do this, and that's, you know, that's awesome. But that's also not... Okay, we got that one. Looks like it was the only one that was here. We'll check our notebook. We're up to 20. The next location that has any is that hunting ground. But yeah, you know, and it's just... I remember... Like, when I was, like, a kid, like, when I was in high school, like, summer would come around and, like, oh, I had, you know, I don't have school, I'm not expected to work because I'm 15 or whatever, and, like, I can just sit in my room and well, at the time, it wasn't even my room, it was the living room. Like, I can sit in the living room and play Diablo 2 for, you know, 14 to 16 hours a day, and that's fine, and there's no, you know, it doesn't matter, you know, no one cares. No one's, you know, giving me shit about it or anything like that. Like, it's just, you know, no one's, you know, looking for me, no one's relying on me for anything, like, you know, I don't have to work, I don't have school, like, it's fine, I can just do that, and it doesn't matter. But these days, you know, those days are long past, unfortunately, and, you know, they were nice while they lasted. Alright. It looks like I did get these. Yep. And yep. Alright. So the next place is this town, Mother's Cradle. And it looks like there's 2 of them there. And I know I haven't been there because I don't have the campfire discovered. But yeah, it's, I don't know. It's just, you know, you think of a simpler time and like, oh man, like, remember how great that was? And like, yeah, you know, like, maybe it wasn't great in retro, you know, I don't know. I have pretty fond memories of it. Maybe I could have spent my time better in those days, but I can't really say I have any regrets. Okay. This place got pretty fucked up from the invasion. I actually don't think I ever came into this place. The training doesn't survive, though.
Stop me.
Okay, and then from the looks of this map, there's another one maybe there? It's a really low-res map and it's hard to see, so I'm kind of doing a bit of guessing here, but I'm still going to check the notebook. Okay, we're at 21. Oh, this might... Yeah. This is the one. This was Karst's place. So we did get that one. Okay. So next we have Mother's Heart. Hopefully there's 2 there. If not, we're gonna have to actually look shit up again. But, we'll do another quick pass through this place real quick and make sure that there was only the one. Just to make sure. The last thing I want to do is have to come back and... Oh wow, that... Yeah, you don't even have to go far before it, like, you know, respawns like that.
The scrapes.
Alrighty. That looks like it. So looking at the map, the other one, you know, there's the one up at the house we grew up at, and then, I don't remember the name of the place, but the place just that way to the west, but I'm pretty confident we got those. And I'm not really worried about these Striders or Watchers or anything. They're not really a threat to us, I don't think. So we're just gonna run through and didn't even get spotted. Now, if we get up here to Mother's Heart or whatever it is, the place that we have marked, and we already have them from when we did the proving or whatever, I'm gonna be annoyed, but that's okay. I still have plenty of time. And worst case, I'll finish recording this tonight. I don't think that's gonna be an issue, but you know.
Mother's Heart. It seems so empty now. Everyone who can has gone to the mountains.
Dealing with corruption beyond the sacred.
Yeah, it is fairly empty, isn't it? And again, it's been pretty close to 4 years since I did this trophy, or had any reason to do this trophy, because I already had it. So I don't really remember where they are in here. But I'm also doing a little bit of exploring too, because I don't think I ever really did. Whoop. Or at the very least, if I did, it's, you know, again, it's been quite a few years.
Just as All Mother struck down the middle, her anointed will...
They're going on about how I'm anointed still. It's like, yeah, whatever. We don't care.
But by the will of the goddess, they could not break us.
And there's no in-game reward for doing this either. It's not going to give us like a treasure box or anything like that. It's just the trophy. Just the plain old boring trophy. But I said I was going to do it, and so I'm doing it. Oh. Alright, well, you know. That wasn't terrible. Whoop. A little bit of blaze is nice to have. Man, I'm starting to get annoyed that I haven't found the training dummy yet. Oh, you can go in these buildings? Oh, I guess it's really nothing here, huh? Yeah, it looks like it's kind of like a mini mall type shopping center or whatever. There's one. Smash. I'm definitely confident. Yep, well, we're 22, so we're one shy.
None of their deeds will live on in her memory.
Shit. So I did get that one when we were here for the proving.
Watcher spotted me. Then a scrap.
Heard a babe got mauled.
Alright, well. It looks like we missed one at one of the other locations.
Bunch of striders all over. Scrappers haven't binded. Stole my kill.
So, now we get to sit here. And okay, I think it's that one. I think we missed one there. So we'll check that. Yeah, Devil's Thirst only had one. Mother's Crown had the two. Hunter's Gathering had two. I don't remember if we found two when we were there. But the two teeth, okay. So it's either, oop. It's either where we're going now, Mother's Rise, or okay, I think it is Mother's Rise. I think it is where we're going now. Oh, well, no. All the climbing is what's gonna make that the long way.
It's heavy. World's going white.
And I found this list. There's no pictures, but there's specifically like, okay, there's this many in this location with descriptions of where they're at. And that's on Prima Games. Again, I just Googled it, and this is the first thing that came up, so I clicked it. I'm pretty confident. And this one says, so for Mother's Rise, look to the eastern side of the mountains and make your way to Mother's Rise. The first dummy in this region is found on the cliffs behind the fire to the west. That's the one that I think that I missed. And you know, sometimes you just gotta look it up. You know, I like to kind of do it naturally, and when we play games in the future, they may not necessarily be games that we've played before. So we may end up having to look stuff up again. Okay. And the cliffs behind the fire to the west. Yep. This would be it.
I'm ready. Gotta be.
All right. $23. That's all of them. All right. Now we have to go all the way back to Meridian before we can end this part because we need to resume the main episode where we left off. Now we've done everything that we can do in the base game other than the final quest, which again we're saving for after the DLC because canonically it takes place after the DLC, and getting the rest of the shadow outfits, of which there is still quite a few. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 6 more to get. Oops. What'd I do? I did something. No. Maybe not. I don't know. Audio's still recording though, so that's all that matters. That's technically a shortcut, but there's a lot of climbing and stuff, so this is probably still going to be quicker. So, hopefully, by the time we finish the DLC, we will have the, how much, I don't remember what I said, but like almost 30,000 shards that we're going to need to buy up the rest of the armor. I'm going to guess we probably won't, though I looked up what it takes to buy the DLC weapons and armor, and some of them actually do cost shards, I think. God, now I don't even remember. Again, it's been a minute. Yeah, my memory's not what it used to be, unfortunately. Getting old, it does a number on your ability to think and all that stuff, and also the alcoholism probably didn't help much. I mean, granted, that was a long time ago, but still, it sometimes feels like I never fully recovered from that. But yeah, so as far as, like I said, I'm not going to even name any names, but, like, I'm going to try to do a mix of games that I have and have not played before. Because there's some games that, like, I just love dearly, and I love playing them. And, you know, story-based games in there, it's kind of like when you have, like, a favorite book and you read that book, you know, every, you know, year or two or something like that, or, like, you know, when you're a kid and you watch, like, you know, the same movie, like, 6 times a day for a year and a half or whatever. I mean, that's basically what I have with video games, and Horizon Zero Dawn is one of those games for me now, where I do a playthrough like this. Maybe not necessarily, like, you know, ultra hard, or, like, the next time I want to play through this, I'm probably going to make a New Game Plus save file off of this save file, and, you know, do all this again, but just on New Game Plus or whatever. And then, you know, in a year or two from now, you know, from then I'll do it all again, and just, you know, reiterate another New Game Plus file off of the New Game Plus that I've done on this one. And, you know, I have other games that are like that too, and that I'm getting the urge to play again. so that may happen. But I also have a number of games that I've never played before, and I would, you know, I really do want to, and you know, especially these days with you know, video game publishers like putting out remasters of, you know, older games, and it's like, ooh, I can play this again. Like, that's gonna be cool. But like the main thing is, like, there's some games, and I might have talked about this, I really don't remember, but there's some games where the publisher's just like puts in restrictions on what you can do with it, where they're like, you can't record this part of the game. You know, like, I think it's like Persona 5 or something is like, oh, you can't, you know, you can't record, you can't publish to YouTube or record or stream anything past this certain point in the game. Or, you know, the Ratchet and Clank remaster is like, oh, there's certain scenes that you can't record, you know, because, you know, of spoilers of a fucking 20-year-old game or whatever. And, you know, they don't want that out there. And, you know, I have no problem respecting the wishes of these publishers in that regard, and so my solution to that is basically to just not record anything in any of those games whatsoever. So any, you know, game that has some sort of restriction like that, where the publishers ask for some sort of restriction like that, where they're just like, no, don't record or stream this, then I'm okay. I'm just not going to do it at all then, you know? And that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. It's a little bit annoying, but, you know, if Forbidden West comes out and Guerrilla Games says, like, okay, like, don't record and upload to YouTube or stream anything, like, past, like, this certain section of the game, like, not just pre-release, but just, like, you know, in its entirety, like, going forward, okay, I won't do the entire game then. I'll play it. I'll play it and fucking love it. Probably. I hope, anyways. Because I love this one so much. But, yeah, I just... Okay, if that's what you want, I'm not gonna go against that. I'm just gonna... it hurt a little bit. But, yeah, I won't go against that. And I just won't play the game at all. Or, I won't record the game at all. So, you know, that's just how I'm gonna handle that. But, you know, anything else that I'm interested in, anyways, is pretty much fair game, and I think, you know, I doubt my upload schedule is going to go any quicker than it is now, of like 3 videos a week, and some games, not going to lie, there are games that I have planned that are going to take probably 1.5 years to come out and finish uploading. Others will probably just take a couple of weeks. I mean, there's some short games in there that I intend on playing, but in recording. You know, there's also some of those longer ones, you know, and they're gonna be in there, and they're gonna take a while. Like I said, I'm not doing like any MMOs, I'm not doing World of Warcraft, I'm not doing Skyrim, because I mean, if I was gonna do Skyrim in this like canon, quote unquote canon playthrough, like I'm doing with Horizon Zero Dawn, which is the only way I would ever record Skyrim, it would be a 400-hour save file by the time it was all said and done. And, you know, it took me a month to record 50 hours in this. I think we're at 50 anyways. 55, so 56. So it took me a month to record, we'll say 60 hours in this. So it would take, you know, Skyrim at the same pace with 400 hours, it would take probably, what is that, 6 months, 8 months? 8 months to record And then 400 videos, all coming out 3 a week. It's 52 weeks in a year, so 50 weeks would be 150 videos, and there'd be 400, so it'd take 2.5 years to come out, which is absurd. I'm definitely not going to do that. That said, there is going to be some stuff that, you know, I record and upload that's going to take over a year to come out. Yeah, again, unless, you know, the world goes even crazier than it already is, and this somehow becomes popular, and I start, you know, being able to monetize the channel and all that stuff, and then I can start uploading on a more regular basis and devoting more time and energy into it to make it better. But I don't anticipate that being the thing, so yeah, we'll just have to we'll have to collectively deal with the fact that there's going to be certain games that I do that are just going to take a year to come out, and that's just going to have to be okay. I mean, it's okay with me, anyways. I mean, this is already going to be 6 months, I think. Damn close to it. And this is the guy who's going to give us our Frozen Wilds intro quest. We'll do that in the main part. I know we've walked past him about 50 times at this point. But we'll finally get to talk to him. And I'm excited. And I'm sad I can't actually record that today. But that's okay. I'm still excited, and we can still pick that up. I'll still be able to record that probably tomorrow. I think I've sufficiently weaseled my way out of being an adult for a few days here, so I should be able to start that tomorrow and then really kick it off over the weekend. But we're here finally. This is where we left off in the last episode, the main episode, so this is where we'll pick up in the next main episode. Once again, thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. See you in the next part.